For this video, we will be using the Wave Balloon Garland from FettyFest.com. This is a fun installation for both birthdays and baby showers and can be combined with our shark and under the sea themed foils. Let's start by inflating all the 12-inch balloons. As you inflate the balloons, tie light colors together into pairs. We will combine them together into clusters later. An important note for this garland is to try to leave long necks when you tie off your balloons. We will be constructing large clusters in this tutorial, and having that extra room to tie will really save your fingers. Next, inflate the 5-inch balloons. As you inflate, go ahead and tie light colors into pairs. Then take 2 pairs and tie them around each other at the knots to form a cluster of 4 called a quad. Once you have 2 quads in each color, use an empty string balloon to tie them together. We will be using these to fill in at the end. You will have 2 extra of the Pearl Ivory, which can be inflated and tied into a pair. Finally, inflate the 18-inch balloons and tie closed with an empty string balloon. Once all the balloons are inflated and tied into pairs, it is time to start constructing our clusters. We will be tying the clusters together later to form our wave. Because our garland begins wide at the bottom and tapers off at the top, we will be using a couple of different cluster orientations to complete this garland. I've also included a chart of colors that I will refer to throughout the video so that you can reference back if needed. Let's begin with the largest clusters that form the base of our wave. Grab 2 pairs of navy blue 12-inch balloons and twist them together at the base to form a quad. Then grab a 3rd pair and twist it also around the knot cluster of the quad to form a bunch of 6 balloons. Repeat this step for the remaining 6 navy blue 12-inch balloons. Finally, find the longest neck on each of the bunches of 6 and tie them together to form a cluster of 12. Now we will repeat the same steps for the pearl navy balloons by making 2 bunches of 6 and then joining them together to form a cluster of 12. You can set the bunches of 12 aside for now. Next, twist the pairs of the dark blue into quads. Tie an empty string balloon to the base of the first quad, then place the second quad on top and attach it by making a figure 8 around 2 of the balloons in the second quad. Attach the 3rd and 4th quad the same way to form a strand of 4 quads. Set this strand aside for later. Repeat these steps for the 4 quads of light blue. Twist the pairs together into quads, then use a string balloon to make it into a strand. Set it aside. Finally, we will use an empty string balloon to make a strand with all 3 baby blue quads, the 1 quad of clear balloons, and the 1 quad of ivory balloons, and finally, tie the end of the string balloon to the pair of remaining ivory balloons. Work the balloons around to form a wave shape, and then set aside. Now it is time to put it all together. Place the 2 large clusters of 12-inch navy blue and pearl navy balloons horizontally on top of your work surface. Tie an empty string balloon to the knot base of 1 cluster, then attach it to the second cluster by wrapping the string balloon around 2 balloons in the second cluster in a figure 8. You will want to leave as much of the remaining string balloon out as possible. Next, bring your strand of 4 dark blue quads and lay it horizontally on top of the base balloons. Use the remaining string balloon to make a figure 8 around 2 of the balloons near the middle of the dark blue strand. Now is a good time to move your garland to the floor to complete the steps. Now we are going to connect the light blue strand vertically to the top of the horizontal dark blue strand by making a figure 8 around 2 of the balloons at the end of the strand. Finally, using a new empty string balloon, attach the final cluster of baby blue balloons. This is a great time to attach your garland to the wall so we can begin making final touches. It's okay if your garland is not a perfect wave shape yet. We will be able to fill in and round out with our smaller quads and 18-inch balloons. Take note of where the garland needs to be fuller to create the right shape. Attach the 18-inch dark blue balloons to the garland by tying the string balloon around the nearest knot cluster to where you would like the balloon. I like to put 1 balloon on either side of the dark blue portion of the garland to blend the width in with the navy blue balloons beneath. Next, attach the 2 18-inch light blue balloons in the same fashion, this time toward the bottom of the light blue portion of the garland to blend in with the layer beneath. Now use the 5-inch quads to fill by stretching the quads apart and flossing the string balloon down between the 12-inch balloons. Make sure to attach the 5-inch balloons into the corresponding colors of the garland. Finally, make minor adjustments to the garland until the shape seems perfect to you. If you have purchased any additional foils, you can add them now.